Wasn't fireworks or whiskey, wasn't love at first hello. Just a girl in a little coffee shop saying, is this seat still open? She laughed when I spilled my coffee, helped me clean the table off. Right then I had a feeling some things don't happen twice. Now every Friday after work, she meets me out on Main. Same little diner, same corner booth, she still smiles the same. She knows when I'm carrying too much before I ever say a word. Somehow she hears the silence better than anybody's heard. People keep asking how we made it this far. Truth is, it was never one big thing. She still reaches for my hand every time we cross the street. Still leans her head against my shoulder like it's her favorite place to be. After all these years together, she still looks at me that way. Turns out forever isn't something you promise, something you practice every single day. Yesterday she stole my hoodie, even though she's got her own. Left a little note inside the pocket, drive safe, love you. I found it at a red light, smile like a teenage kid. Funny how the smallest things still get me every time. If tomorrow everything I own disappeared, I'd still be the richest man alive, long as she's walking beside me. Yeah, she still reaches for my hand, and I still thank the good Lord for ordinary Tuesdays, slow dances in the kitchen, coffee before sunrise, and one woman who keeps choosing me. If heaven feels like anything, I hope it feels a little like coming home to her. Every Friday after sunset, that old porch light came alive. You could see it from the county road like a star against the night. Mom would smile and pour sweet tea, say leave that light alone. Daddy worked the late shift at the mill, she wanted him to see home. No matter rain or thunder, that light was always there. When I left for the Marines, she hugged me by that same front door, said no matter where life takes you, this light's for you now. laughed and said, "Mama, I'll be home before you know." She smiled like mothers do when they already know better. She never turned the porch light off, not one single night, for the husband she adored, for the boy who crossed the ocean. Love doesn't sleep, it doesn't keep office hours. Sometimes it just keeps the light on. When I came home 8 years later, Daddy met me in the drive. His hair had turned completely white, Mama wasn't by his side. He pointed toward the front porch, that old light still burned. He whispered, "I couldn't turn it off." She asked me not to. He handed me a letter written 2 days before she passed. It simply read, "If one of my boys comes home after I'm gone, I don't want him walking up to a dark house." Now every evening before sunset, I walk out on that porch, flip the same old switch, watch that little bulb come alive. My grandchildren ask, "Grandpa, why do we always leave it on?" I smile, look toward heaven and say, because somebody we love might still be finding their way home. Every Tuesday at 6:15, she'd walk into Murphy's Cafe alone, order sweet tea and chicken pie, sit 3 tables from the window. I'd be there with my black coffee, pretending to read the local news. Truth was, I knew every little habit, every smile, every pair of boots. For 7 months I never spoke, just nodded when our eyes would meet. She'd leave $1 in the tip jar, always waved to everyone she'd see. Oh, Miss Betty caught me watching, laughed and said, "Boy, you'll never know if you keep falling in love every Tuesday without saying hello." 3 tables from the window, 3 steps too scared to take. I could but my heart was bound to break. Funny how the strongest hands can still tremble when love is near. Sometimes forever waits on one small word, the hardest one to hear. The next Tuesday I got there early, bought 2 slices of pecan pie. When she walked in, I pulled out the chair and somehow found the nerve to smile. She laughed and said, "It's about time." I wondered how long you'd wait. I've been sitting 3 tables from the window, hoping you'd ask me on a date. 3 tables from the window, 3 steps I finally made. Turns out all those silent Tuesdays were leading to this day. Funny how the strongest hands can still tremble when love is near. But one little chance can change your life when you choose courage over fear. Now every anniversary we stop by that little place, order pie and sweet iced tea, and smile at the empty space. Sometimes a shy young couple's there, looking just like we once did, so I quietly pay their check and leave before they notice it. 3 tables from the window, that's where our story starts. Not with fireworks or fancy words, just 2 ordinary hearts. Now our grandkids laugh when they hear how close we came to missing this, all because a country boy finally leaned in for a kiss. Yeah, love doesn't always arrive like thunder. Sometimes it waits 3 tables from the window.
That factory whistle cut loose like a starting gun. I tossed my hard hat through the window, said, "Boys, this week is done." Jake rode up in a primer gray Camaro, fresh built motor shaking the ground. Said, "There's a midnight race in Oklahoma. You boys wanna get out of town?" Enough to break a rule. window, shined his flashlight on Jake's face, then started laughing like a madman. Said, "You still can't drive this thing straight." Turns out they played ball together back in high school number 9. He said that race starts in 40 minutes, and I'm off duty at 9. We were burning past the county line, engines loud and feeling alive. Friday freedom in our blood, red dust rolling up behind. No map, no plan, no place to be, just four wheels chasing liberty. If trouble wanted us that night, it had to catch us past the county line. At midnight, under floodlit skies, that old Camaro drew the lane against a polished big block monster nobody thought we'd ever tame. Jake looked over from the driver's seat, held 2 fingers in the air. Green light dropped, those headers screamed, and thunder went everywhere. We went burning past the county line, half a car ahead at the finish line. Whole crowd jumping, Jake going wild like we were 17 for one more night. No trophy ever meant that much. It was never really about winning one. It was 4 old friends remembering there's still some fire when the week is done. So turn that key and let it roll. Leave your Monday at the door. There's a whole lot of life still waiting past the county line. Hey, yeah. Woo, past the county line. Woo. The windmill on Miller Road still turns above the field, just like it did back in '98, when life felt strong and real. Dad would wake before the sunrise, coffee in his hand, and I'd ride shotgun in that tractor across the Kansas land. We talked about the weather and the price of grain that year. He never spoke in big words, but somehow everything was clear. Said, "Son, a man ain't measured by the money that he makes. It's the promises he keeps and the burdens that he takes." I was 19 when I left that town, chasing city lights. Thought the Great Plains were too small for the dreams inside my mind. Built a business in Missouri, bought a house and wore a tie. But success can feel like failure when your roots are running dry. Then one cold November morning, my sister called in tears, said, "You better come on home now, Dad's been fighting hard for years." I stared out at that office glass and watched the traffic flow, and for the first time in forever I knew exactly where to go. So I drove through the midnight rain, past every mile of pride and pain, back to the fields where I learned my name, where the wind still sings across the plains. That old windmill keeps And every lesson that my father gave still stands like steel above the waves. The hospital room was quiet when I walked through the door. He looked smaller than I'd ever seen, but his eyes were strong once more. He smiled and said, "You made it, son," then pointed through the glass toward the winter fields outside, where the snow was falling fast. We didn't talk about regrets or all the years gone by, just watched the clouds move over Kansas. Beneath the fading sky, he squeezed my hand and whispered low, "The farm will need your care." And in that simple moment, I knew my future waited there. So I drove through the midnight rain, past every mile of pride and pain, back to the fields where I learned my name, where the wind still sings across the plains. That old windmill keeps turning slow, like the hands of time I used to know. And every lesson that my father gave still stands like steel above the waves. Spring came early that next year, the wheat rose tall and green. Sometimes I still hear his voice carried on the prairie breeze. And when the sunset paints the sky in shades of gold and red, I tip my hat toward Miller Road and thank the man who led. Now I walk those fields at dawn, though the years keep moving on. The windmill turns above the land like my father's weathered hands. Every season comes and goes, every child eventually knows the richest things we'll ever own are the people who call us home. That old windmill keeps turning slow, and every time I see it blow, I know the roots I almost lost were worth far more than what they cost. There's a little place outside of Tulsa where the highway bends toward town. Red neon buzzing in the window and an old jukebox turned down. I took the last booth on the left side, ordered coffee black and strong. I'd been driving since she told me she'd been loving someone else all along. The waitress set the cup before me, said, "Honey, you look beat tonight." I said, "Ma'am, I've had better Fridays." She said, "Yeah, I know that kind." Then she pointed at the jukebox, said, "Pick something that'll hurt." I laughed for the first time since leaving and dropped a quarter in the slot. In the last booth on the left, I watched forever disappear between a cup of truck stop coffee and a song I didn't want to hear. I came in thinking she had taken every good thing I had left, but I found a little piece of myself in the last booth on the left. About 2 a.m., the rain quit falling. Truckers paid and headed west. That waitress filled my cup once more, then sat down for a little rest. She said 20 years ago my husband left me for a girl from out of state. Thought my whole damn life was over. Turns out heartbreak ain't the same as fate. In the last booth on the left, I watched forever disappear between a cup of truck stop coffee and a song I didn't want to hear. I came in thinking she had taken every good thing I had left, but I found a little piece of myself in the last booth on the left. At sunrise I laid $5 on the counter. She pushed $3 back my way. Said coffee's cheap, advice is free, and you've got a long road left today. And she smiled and flipped the open sign as morning filled the room, and I walked outside a different man than the one who'd walked in after 2. From the last booth on the left, I watched that Oklahoma sunrise. No wedding ring upon my finger, but there was daylight in my eyes. She can keep the house and memories. I don't need them to know what's next. Sometimes a man finds where he's going when he's got nothing left to protect. Yeah, I lost a woman somewhere near Tulsa, but I found myself in the last booth on the left. Mama always kept an old brown Bible on the table by the rocking chair. Its pages smelled like cedar wood, and 30 years of whispered prayers. Every Sunday she took a 20 between the Psalms and John. I'd ask her why she never spent it. She'd just smile and carry on. She'd say, son, this ain't emergency money. It's for someone hurting more than me. You'll know the day it's meant to leave, when the Lord lets your heart see. Back then I thought she was just talking, like parents sometimes do. I never guessed those simple words would one day pull me through. That $20 bill in my Bible was never really about the cash. It was faith folded between the pages, waiting for the right path. You don't measure wealth by what you're holding, all the numbers in your hand. Sometimes the richest thing you'll ever own is the chance to help someone else stand. Mama passed one cold November. Leaves were falling through the yard. While packing up her little farmhouse, I found that Bible where it was. The 20 was still tucked inside it. Saw from years of patient grace, just waiting on the next chapter in somebody else's day. Driving home through pouring rain, I saw a young man on the shoulder holding a cardboard sign that read, "Need gas to get my daughter home." I reached into that old Bible and finally understood that $20 bill in my Bible bought more than gasoline. It bought a little girl one safe ride home, and tears nobody'd seen. Now every Sunday there's another one tucked between those worn out pages. 'Cause some inherit land or money. I inherited Amazing Grace. Yeah, Mama never spent that 20. She spent a lifetime teaching me when to. Murphy's Cafe off Route 66. There's a chair by the window, table 6. Every morning at 7, the coffee gets poured, even though nobody walks through that door. Old Joe runs the place like he always has, wipes down the counter, checks the gas, and right beside the jukebox, glowing blue, sits a plate nobody ever moves. Back in 2005, a young Marine named Ben, he used to stop by every Friday with his friends. He'd order chicken fried steak and peach pie too, leave $1 in the jar before he flew. Then one spring he shipped overseas, promised his mama he'd be home by Christmas Eve. But fate had different plans that year, and the whole town learned the meaning of fear. So the empty chair at table 6 still waits where he used to sit, beside the window facing west toward the sunset he loved best. And every soul who walks inside knows the reason why some heroes leave this world too soon, but they never really say goodbye. Years rolled by like freight trains in the night. Kids grew up and the town changed with time. The old gas station closed, the hardware store moved on, but that chair stayed right where it belonged. Then one July afternoon, a little boy asked why his grandpa always tipped his hat when he walked by. The old man smiled and pulled up a seat and told a story every child should keep, about the empty chair at table 6, still waiting where he used to sit, beside the window facing west toward the sunset he loved best. And every soul who walks inside knows the reason why some heroes leave this world too soon, but they never really say goodbye. No statue stands in that small town square, no headlines carry his name anymore, but sometimes the strongest monuments are the ones behind ordinary doors. A cup of coffee, a faded photo, a place nobody dares replace, because memory lives a little longer when love is given space. And the empty chair at table 6 still waits where he used to sit, while the morning sun spills through the glass, and another year quietly passes. New faces come, old faces go. That's how life unfolds, but every heart that learns his story carries a piece of him forward. Yeah, the empty chair at table 6 ain't
ain't empty after all.
Clock hit 5 and the whistle blew. I threw my gloves in the back seat too. Steel-toe boots on the dashboard now. Ain't punching another clock somehow. Got my old Chevy shined up clean. Little more rust than gasoline. Windows down, that V8 growls. Tonight this town belongs to us. Hey! Yeah! Main Street's lit like the 4th of July. Everybody's looking for a good time. Bonfire burning by Miller's Creek. You can hear that band from half a mile deep. She's leaning on the tailgate, smiling, cowboy boots and a reckless grin. She said, boy, if you're gonna kiss me, you better dance with me first. We're riding that red line on a Friday night. Country hearts and neon lights, dust flying high, radio loud. Ain't nobody slowing us down. Raise your cup, let the speakers shake. Leave tomorrow for another day. If this is all we've got tonight, we're gonna live it full throttle. Yeah, yeah. The sheriff rolled by and tipped his hat. Said, just keep it off my grass. Old folks laugh from the diner porch, 'cause they were us once, years before. Midnight found us by the riverbank. Stars so bright they looked hand-painted. She stole my cap and took my hand. Said, don't ever grow up. We're riding that red line on a Friday night. Country hearts and neon lights, dust flying high, radio loud. Ain't nobody slowing us down. Raise your cup, let the speakers shake. Leave tomorrow for another day. If this is all we've got tonight, we're gonna live it full throttle. One day these roads will know our kids. They'll crank these songs and do what we did. Every generation gets one wild ride before life teaches compromise. But tonight, we're still bulletproof. Yeah, we're riding that red line on a Friday night, laughing underneath those county lights, engines singing, hearts on fire, burning like worn out truck tires. When Monday street. I was locking up the tire shop when I heard that engine scream. My little brother rode up laughing, and Dad's old black 69 threw me the keys through the window. Said, "Come on, man, one more time." Hey! Oh, yeah! We rode past the high school stadium, past the Dairy Queen and tracks, past the field where we learned fighting, and the church that took us back. Every corner had a memory, every red light knew our names. So we dropped those windows to the floor and let that small block sing. One more lap around this town, turn it up and shake the ground. From the courthouse square to the railroad bridge, we ain't done being young just yet. Let that midnight roll, let that V8 sound, wake every sleeping porch light up. Tomorrow they'll tear Main Street down. So give me one more lap around this town. By 11, word had traveled, old friends started falling in. Mason brought his beat-up Bronco, Sarah came in her old Trans Am. Then the football coach from 99 pulled up grinning in his Ford. Pretty soon we had 3 generations lined up bumper to bumper. One more lap around this town, turn it up and shake the ground. From the courthouse square to the railroad bridge, we ain't done being young just yet. Let that midnight roll, let that V8 sound, wake every sleeping porch light up. Tomorrow they'll tear Main Street down. So give me one more lap around this town. At midnight we killed the engines by the old Majestic sign. Nobody planned on getting quiet, but nobody spoke for a while. Then Dad's old radio called a station, playing something we all knew, and 50 cars lit up their headlights like that whole town broke through. So we took one more lap around this town, 50 engines rolling loud, Grandpa's daughters, factory boys, old homecoming queens making noise past every place that made us who we are. Under Kansas midnight stars, they can tear those buildings down, but they can't tear the memories out. Yeah, tomorrow bring the wrecking ball. Tonight we're taking one more lap, one more lap around this town. First snow hit the fence lines yesterday, dusting all the cattle trails in white. I was patching up a gate on the north side ranch when I saw her truck roll in at twilight. 3 years gone since she drove away, leaving nothing but a note in a rain. Now she's standing by the old windmill like she never missed a thing. She said, I heard your mama wasn't doing well, and she looked down at her hands, the same hands that used to hold mine tight back when we made all our plans. The mountains stood silent in the distance like they knew we had words left unsaid, and every mile she traveled since then was written in her eyes instead. Under this Montana sky tonight, the stars are burning clear and bright, like they never stopped believing we'd find our way through every lonely mile and every hard goodbye. If love's a fire, hearts never die. It just waited through the cold and time, and here we are beneath that endless light, under this Montana sky tonight. Mama smiled when she walked through the door, like a prayer had finally come true. Coffee steamed on the kitchen table, and the whole room felt brand new. We talked until the moon climbed high, about the years we can't get back. Then she reached across and touched my hand, and somehow closed every crack. Under this Montana sky tonight, the stars are burning clear and bright, like they never stopped believing we'd find our way through every lonely mile and every hard goodbye. If love's a fire, hearts never die. It just waited through the cold and time, and here we are beneath that endless light, under this Montana sky tonight. The wind still sings across the prairie grass, and tomorrow ain't promised to anyone. So I pulled her close and whispered low, I'm done running from what we've become. Under this Montana sky tonight, I can finally see my life, not in the dreams I chased too far away, but in the arms that held on through the fight. The mountains watch, the stars still shine, and for the first time the future feels right. Yeah, forever starts right here tonight, under this Montana sky tonight. was cleaning out the boathouse down by Beaver Lake, just outside of Rogers, Arkansas, when I found an old green tackle box covered in dust and spider webs. It belonged to my grandpa Eddie, best fisherman this town had known. Been gone near 15 summers now, but somehow that place still felt like home. Inside were lures and faded bobbers, a pocket knife worn smooth with age, and underneath a bundle of line I found an envelope tucked away. There was a photograph of Grandma June standing by the water in '58, and a little gold ring wrapped in paper with words scribbled on the page. It said, if you find this ring someday, don't wait too long to say what your heart's afraid to say. Life moves faster than a river runs, and tomorrow ain't promised to anyone. I almost lost your grandma once, too stubborn to tell her how I felt. Son, love's the only thing worth risking for. That note hit me like a bell. That night I drove across the county to a little house on Maple Street, where a girl I'd loved since high school days had nearly become a memory. We sat beneath her front porch light while crickets sang through the dark. And for the first time in my whole life, I spoke straight from the heart. It said, if you find this ring someday, don't wait too long to say what your heart's afraid to say. Life moves faster than a river runs, and tomorrow ain't promised to anyone. I almost lost your grandma once, too stubborn to tell her how I felt. Son, love's the only thing worth risking for. That note hit me like a bell. 3 months later, down by the shoreline, where the water caught the evening glow, I slipped that old gold ring onto her hand and watched happy tears start to flow. Some treasures never come from the water, they're the ones hidden deep in your soul. Yeah, I found that ring someday, and I finally found the words I was afraid to say. Life still moves like a river runs, but now I ain't facing it alone.
And every time I look at her smile, I thank him for holding on to that ring so long. Yeah, love was waiting in a tackle box all along.